little toy man, and look, with my tail, I can hold it back.
Read Across America Day can mean just one thing. It's time again to read the books of Dr. Seuss, a writer who famously knew a thing or two about making children and the child that lingers in every adult rediscover that reading is not only fundamental, but a whole lot of fun.
And the ones that you remember, you're amazed at how they come back to you after so long. And then me now with the little one, it's all becoming even more real, because even though every year I try to make sure that I'm interacting with the kids, it just reminds you of growing up and knowing that learning should be fun.
Fun indeed. For if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then in the case of Dr. Seuss, as imagined by Glassmanor Elementary School, a word is worth 1,000 pictures. As is their tradition, the school's students and their teachers recently created a Seussical fantasy land, where absolutely everyone dressed as the cat in the hat. Grinches popped out at every turn. Oobleck goo was the yucky science lesson of the day. And for the students who shared a birthday with Dr. Seuss, what else would be on the menu but green eggs and ham?
The obvious question, do you like green eggs and ham?
Yes, sir. It's really good. It tastes like regular eggs.
Tell me about green eggs and ham. Have you done this before?
This is actually my first time. It's my first time, and I had a couple sous chefs, and we played around with the coloring, and I allowed them to choose how dark they wanted the eggs. They stopped at that color. Looked like puke to me, but...
The kids ate it, so you must have done something right.
Yes, and they came back for more.
From green eggs to green goop, the fun of Dr. Seuss's words kept coming to life in a science experiment that was sure to stick with the students.
It's like I'm giving it a massage.
Well, we read Bartholomew and the Oobleck, where the king gets tired of the weather, and he decides that he is going to make a decree that there needs to be a new kind of weather, and so he invents Oobleck, and it causes a big mess in his kingdom because it gets stuck everywhere.
To make oobleck, it's pretty simple.
That's right, cornstarch, water, and a little bit of food coloring.
And you just have a class that is mesmerized by goop.
Exactly. As long as you don't mind getting a little dirty, it's a lot of fun for the kids.
Like all good birthday parties, there were some surprises at Dr. Seuss's. None better than the arrival of Washington Capitals mascot Slapshot, who had the students in stitches and, with the help of his handler, read to the children as only a silent bird knows how to do.
I like to box. How I like to box. So every day I box on Gox. And yellow socks, I box my Gox. I box in yellow, Gox box socks. This is a crazy scene. Would you box a Gox, Slapshot? No. Yeah, that's a big guy. Goxes are big.
I read One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish when I was a kid too. I read that to them, and I also read a book, Brady and the Singing Tree, we have here. So we teach them a little bit about hockey also, about team sport and morals.
Yeah. Slapshot was there, but he doesn't speak. Do you think he enjoyed the book?
I think he definitely enjoyed the book. I think it's one of his favorite books because it does talk about birds also.
Laughter and books were never far apart at Glassmanor, as members of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority, dressed like everyone else Seussical style, gave away 2 books to every child in the school, even to those barely able to see the selections on the table.
Okay, tell her your name. What's your name? Kristen.
What kinds of choices do you have for them today?
We have Dr. Seuss books. We have Goosebumps, which is their favorite, Captain Underpants, football-related books, hockey-related books, baseball-related books. Anything that you could probably think of, we probably have here.
Having fun with reading, and thus making memories with books that will last a lifetime, was behind all the detail that Glassmanor's principal and her staff lavished on Read Across America Day.
They're going to know more about Dr. Seuss than he did himself.
They will always remember learning experiences. When you take part of it, is something that you never forget. So 60 years from now, 30 years from now, they'll remember the green eggs and ham.
I wanted them to just experience the joy of Dr. Seuss, the whimsical his nature, his purpose in writing his books is just to get everybody excited about reading. And this is a day that we get to really stop. And even though, we teach reading every day, this is a celebration day.
Dr. Seuss would be proud. There's no doubt about that. To see so many students dressed like the cat in the hat. But his smile would be bigger. So would Thing 1 and Thing 2's if they'd heard all the reading Glassmanor promised to do.
I promise to read.
I promise to read.
Each day and each night.
Each day and each night.
I know it's the key.
I know it's the key.
To growing up right.
To growing up right.
I'll read to myself.
I'll read to myself.
I'll read to a crowd.
I'll read to a crowd.
It makes no difference.
It makes no difference.
It's silent or loud.
It's silent or loud.
For channels 96 and 38, this is Dave Zarin reporting.